everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a video on my April favorites. So it's going to be a bunch of different random products of all the products that I've been loving in the month of April. There's some old products that I've had in my collection for a while that I recently started using in a different way and have been loving. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please subscribe and give this video a big thumbs up if you like it. I love watching favorite videos on YouTube. They're one of my favorite videos to watch. Just seeing all the products that other people try and like, and it really helps me expand my makeup collection and try new things. Okay, so the first product I'm going to be talking about is the Milani Baked Blush in Luminoso. So Milani is sold at drugstores like Walgreens. I'm not sure if they're sold at like Rite Aid, and I don't think it's at Walmart either, but I know definitely Walgreens has Milani. It took me a while to find which Walgreens near me sold it because not all of them do. But I really love the Milani eyeshadows, like the Bella Cafe and Bella Cappuccino. They're really, really great. Super pigmented, super creamy. They're more of like a satin finished. But this blush is so beautiful. Here's a little swatch of it. It is a peachy, beautiful satin finish. It goes on the skin so smooth, so creamy. It has great pigmentation. Sometimes blushes can be too overly pigmented and it's really hard to work with. It's really hard to blend out. But this blush is beautiful. My new favorite obsession, this is another favorite, is this Morphe M530 brush. It's almost like a contour brush. I feel like a lot of people will use it for, but I've been using it for blush and like right on top of my bronzer, and since it's goat hair, it's going to hold some of my product so that the blush doesn't go on super pigmented, which I really like. So this Milani Baked Blush, I don't have any of the other ones. They do have other shades, but Luminoso is beautiful. It's great for summertime. It gives you just that summertime beautiful glow that we all look for. My next favorite is this Becca Backlight Priming Filter, and it comes in a glass bottle like this, and it has a pump, and I apply my moisturizer, my eye cream, and then I let that sit for a second, and then I go in and I prime my skin with this. And let me tell you, I don't really notice a huge difference with primers, especially because my skin is so dry. Sometimes I just avoid primers altogether. But this one doesn't dry my skin out. It helps moisturize, bring a luminosity to my skin, and it helps with the longevity of my foundation. With using this, I've noticed that my foundation is lasting all day. It's not breaking up in any places on my face. It's been lasting a lot longer. Recently, I've been having a lot of problems with my foundation, like breaking up, like down around, like on the bottom of my cheeks and around my mouth. And I think it's just with my skin being dry, and I don't know why. But this has helped solve that issue, because I'd come home and my mom would be like, Christina, you look a mess. Like, get your shit together. And this has helped solve the breaking up of foundation. So if you're looking for a great primer, this one's really good. I think it's like $38 for the bottle, which is expensive for one product, but a little bit goes a very long way since it's so creamy, and you only need like a half a pump for your whole face, so it's definitely worth the money. The next product I have been in love with, that I've owned for a while now, is the Dior Skin Nude Air Serum Foundation. So I've had this in my makeup collection for a couple of months now, and I was just like, this is good. Like, I feel like it's great for a day where I don't want to wear a lot of makeup. Like, I don't know. So I didn't really play around with it and try to see if I liked it any other way. It actually is the foundation I'm wearing today, and it's beautiful. I don't know if I'm loving it more with the Becca primer, but I love applying this with a Sigma flat top kabuki brush, and it's just the perfect amount of coverage. It's not too heavy. You can't feel it on the skin. It does not break up throughout the day. And it is definitely going to be my go-to spring and summer foundation because it's hot and you don't want to have super dewy foundation where you feel like you could just like scratch off. This applies very liquidy and then it dries into like a satin finish without clinging to any dry patches. I think this foundation would be beautiful for combination to normal, even dry skin. So it's great for every skin type, and I'm in the shade 020. Sometimes I think though it oxidizes a little bit darker, so that just means after I apply it, I notice it gets a little bit darker. So you definitely want to play around with it and maybe get a sample of that. The next product I have been loving is this Mario Badescu facial spray with aloe, herbs, and rose water. So I talked about this in my Ulta haul. I guess that was like a couple of weeks ago. I posted an Ulta haul and I talked about buying this and I have been loving it. So in the morning, you know, you're so tired, and in the morning my skin just feels like I need to pack on loads and loads and loads of moisturizer that it's so dry. So I'll start off with cleansing my skin. After I'm done cleansing my skin, I'll go in with a couple sprays of this and just like mist it all over, let it dry, and then I go in with my moisturizer, and it's just so refreshing and I really, really love it. It says it's for all skin types, which it definitely is. It's just a facial spray. It does say that you could set your makeup with it, which I personally don't do. I just like applying some of it before I go in with my moisturizer and my foundation. And this is really inexpensive. Some rose waters are super, super pricey, but this one is like $7, $8, or $9 for this size bottle, and it's 4 fluid ounces, so it's really inexpensive. Next is a product that I also did talk about in my Ulta haul, and this is the Laura Geller Gilded Honey Baked Gelato Swirl Illuminator. It's a really long name, but it looks like this. It's very golden, but it's so pretty. I am obsessed with it. Sometimes I'll go in and I'll spritz my brush with MAC Fix Plus to make it even more metallic, but just with the summer, spring and summer coming up, everybody wants to look dewy and healthy and glowy, and this is exactly what that gives you. It's so beautiful. It just reflects the light beautifully. And in April, I started using this, but then after I apply this, I like to go in with my next favorite, the Becca Champagne Glow palette, and I like to take Pearl and apply Pearl to the very high point of my cheekbone. So I'll lay down Gilded Honey, and then I'll go in with a little bit of Pearl and hit the top of my cheekbone, and it just makes it a little bit lighter and brighter. So those two have been a match made in heaven and my favorite highlight combination for the month of April. Next is a product that I've had for a while now, and I like it. I love it. It's, I guess I should tell you what it is. It's the Anastasia Beverly Hills Glow Kit, and this is the Gleam Glow Kit. And this one is beautiful. I love all of the colors in it. It comes with 4 different highlighters. But recently, I have been, when I first started using this palette, I was constantly going for Crushed Pearl and Starburst. They look the most beautiful as a highlight on my skin tone. But recently, I'm like, I want to look more dewy and more glowy. So I've been taking Hard Candy and Mimosa, which is these top two. And I've been taking a Sigma tapered highlighter brush and dipping my brush into both of them, mixing them together, and applying it underneath my eye area where I put my concealer. So I'll apply my concealer, blend it out with a beauty blender, set my concealer with a powder in this upside down triangular motion right underneath my eye area, and it just makes it look dewy and luminous. Now, if you are oily, you definitely wouldn't want to do that. If you are more mature and age, you wouldn't want to do that either because you don't want to accentuate any fine lines or wrinkles. But if you're really dry, this is a little tip that you can do to kind of just make everything look a little bit more luminous and dewy. Another product that would do that as well, since like those two aren't the most pigmented in these palettes, the Hourglass Ambient Lighting Powder is perfect because it's not too shimmery or glittery. It's just like a very subtle highlight, so that would be great for that as well. My next favorite is the Morphe, it's probably his fingerprints all over it, the Morphe 350 palette. So all YouTubers have been talking about this palette and it sells out so quickly. I went on to purchase it and like exited out for some reason, went back and I couldn't even get it. So I've been waiting weeks and weeks to finally get this. I finally got it and I now know what all of the rage is about. It is such a beautiful palette. It looks like this. It's so pretty. It's just the most beautiful warm browns. The Fix Plus, it's in their Prep and Prime skincare. I think they came out with like scented ones, but this is just the original. I'm almost out, but I do have a backup. I have overused this in the month of April, just with setting my skin, doing freelance work. I've been using a lot to prep their skin, set their skin, make an eyeshadow more metallic, anything. This is a great product to have in your collection. I love dampening my brush for highlight. I've been using it a lot for that as well. But this has been a multi-purpose use in my collection, and I think it's in the $20 range, but you get 3.4 fluid ounces in this bottle, and the way it spritzes out, let me show you, like you get a lot out of one spritz, so you don't have to like overuse a ton of it, but it's definitely a staple in your collection if you're trying to build your makeup collection or if you are starting a freelance kit or anything like that. This is always a great product to have. If you don't want to spend the full price on the big bottle, they do make a travel size bottle, so you could always start with that as well. The product I have for you guys is actually a hair product. So my hair, I love wanding it and curling it. That's one of my favorite ways to wear it. But I feel like sometimes I can't get it to look messy, and I want it to be messy and beachy and texturized. So this product is the Moroccan Oil Dry Texture Spray, and sometimes like texture sprays can be like super tacky and leave like a lot of buildup on your hair, but this one does not do that. It just gives it a dry texture, exactly what the name is, a dry texture without being too overboard. It's beautiful. It smells amazing. So if you go like a day without washing your hair and you need a little like freshen up without doing dry shampoo, this is great for that as well. I love it. It says soft, gritty feel, effortlessly undone. So that's exactly what it is. It's a soft, gritty feel. It doesn't feel super gritty, but it's soft, so you're not like, ew, my hair feels disgusting, don't touch it. It's just a nice product to have in your collection to spray in your curls, or if you're doing so maybe some braids, spray it in there. If you have fine hair, for fine hair, this is going to be great because a lot of products can make fine hair feel bad. But this will be a product where it's not going to be too much buildup and it's not going to be too heavy. It will be the perfect lightweight dry texture spray. Alright, that is all I have for you guys. Thank you so much for watching. I'm sorry I've been MIA the past couple of weeks. I had a horrible cold and it turned into me losing my voice for 4 days. 4 days. I don't think I've ever not talked that much in my whole entire life. So I'm so happy to finally have my voice back and be able to film for you guys because I've missed you tremendously. And thank you guys again for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye everyone! like a peachy, okay, well, it didn't break, so we're okay. I'd be all over the place here. Is this Becca, what is this? Becca, and this triangular upside